EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Mike, check, 59. 79 Broncos. Watch the curl. Mike's 59.
Now Rudolph.
Watch the curl.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
All day, baby. Kill. 70 Timberwolf. Cup 19. Mike, 57. Come off the ball hard.
Rudolph on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Ready up. 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Last name 19. They're running it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. Set. Go.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
11.
Now Joe Mixon, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Bandit, bandit. 36, 36.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's long. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down, Cincinnati.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that's out quickly to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready?
Check, 55's the mic. Check, 55's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. He can't hang. He's not going to give
11 empty. 11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11, Thomas.
Check 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, it's our house. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Defense wins championships, baby. Check, 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 check.
11.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
59's Mike. Check, check, 59.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike's 59.
Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Man, I got you.
Here's Rudolph. Short little throw to Ebron.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bring it. 57. Mike, 57.
19 Lion.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10.
Hawk 70.
I got you.
57's the mic. Watch 50.
Back in 60.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
All right, T, let's try. All right.
Rudolph now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the handoff, it's Snell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down at 4.
They can't hang with us.
70 Lions. Go.
On the give, this is Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ears back and go full strength. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I'm coming.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here we go. Here we go.
18, Pioneer.
57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is... And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Caught by Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Back. Right 80. Right hot. Check 25. Check 25. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Switch. Check 59, Mike.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 57.
All day, baby, all day.
57's the Mike. 57's the...
Hey, check that. Street.
Come on, D.
Show it up.
70 Ranger.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, all knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Check, 93's the Mike. 93's the Mike.
I got you.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Mike, 93's the Mike.
Hey, come on, O. Come on, O.
Shift.
Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Check, 93's the Mike. 93's the Mike.
Stop your...
Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow over the middle to Beckham. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check, 93's the Mike. 93's the Mike.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's go, defense.
12, 12, 12.
Twist. Watch the twist.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Watch the 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 57's Mike, Mike 57.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Play action. It's Rudolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
Rudolph. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Mike's 57.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Go. Check 20.
Now it's Rudolph. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 180. What is hot?
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going right back to Beckham here, complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
11 mighty, 11 Mike.
It's Mixon on the counter. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Slam, slam, slam.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Down.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Get set. Ready. It's hot. Hot.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
11 Thomas. Dot.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Trip that ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Steelers 10. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And here comes Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run. Here's Harris. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
57. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 57.
Here's Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Rudolph. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Target.
Now Rudolph. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Mike's 59. Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Rudolph. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Watch the edge.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Stop.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch out.
11, Thomas.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
What is that? 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
12.
Hey, check Mike.
Now Burrow.
Hey, pick your game up.
It's caught. Beckham. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Get set. Stop.
Watch the run. Watch the
180. Stop.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. That swung out wide to Harris. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at
From the 29, Rudolph. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rudolph off play action. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check.
Rudolph throwing again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rudolph looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
57's Mike. 19 Lion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
We own them. Check Bobcat.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check that.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 180. Let's hot. 11. Hey, Kings.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's long. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Big series right here. You got to step it up.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air again, Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Undercrush.
11 empty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Let's go.
And they say he's just short. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Dragon 60.
Here's Rudolph. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
We got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
I'm coming after you.
12, 12, 12.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
36, Steelers 29. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Check.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down and 7.
Get that quarterback. 18, pioneer. Quarterback D-line.
Rudolph. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. Right side, Claypool's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
59's Mike, 59's Mike, check, 59. Push him back, hurt. Watch edge.
Throwing here, Rudolph. Sliding out of the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Rudolph. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss drops them back to 4-3.